Alright, so this is about LASIK eye surgery. I got my little notes right here, just so you know. I'm not looking at a little essay on the back of my laptop or anything. Alright, so LASIK eye surgery is kind of like correcting your vision permanently. It reshapes your eye and it helps vision in general. The age you should get it is probably around 20 to 23. I got my LASIK about a year and a half ago when I was 19 years old. And honestly, I think for myself, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Whenever I got it, it costed about $3,000. You're probably wondering that's a lot of money, but chances are you've been getting glasses or contacts since you were a kid. If you do have vision problems, and if you have, you've probably spent over $3,000 to $4,000 just on vision care. And I'm thinking, LASIK eye surgery obviously will save a lot of money down the road. Yeah, it's a big chunk of money right then and there, but really, it's going to save you a lot of money down the road, especially if you have eye problems. And if you go to LASIK Plus, I'm not trying to promote them or anything, but they do have lifetime warranties, and LASIK eye surgery it can last up to about 20 years. So when you're in your 40s, or really you can get at any age, past 20, and if you're past, when your vision starts to go bad again, you can get LASIK eye surgery done again, and your vision will be good. And the reason why I got it, I'm in the National Guard. I play tennis, and I play college tennis. So really, I'm moving around a lot. I'm a pretty active guy, and LASIK just helps out a lot. Having glasses and contacts really does get in the way of that stuff, and I personally don't enjoy it. So I'm just going to be covering the basics of LASIK eye surgery and why I think you should get it. So this is the excimer laser. I know the words are backwards just because I'm using my front camera, but this is the excimer laser. This is what's going to measure your iris or your cornea, and this is where it's going to make the incisions. This is how it's going to correct your vision. It's going to reshape your eye. And it's really cool. The cool thing about the excimer laser is that it's so accurate that it can literally form words into your hair like a single strand of hair. It's that accurate. Oops. Let's go back. So you're probably wondering, Josh, how are they going to hold your eyes open? How are you going to keep your eyes from moving around? This is the lid speculum. What I personally like to call it, a clamp. So basically, it's going to hold your eye wide open, and you won't be able to blink. Pretty cool, right? And then right here is the suction ring. This is it's going to imply a lot of pressure to your eye. It's going to apply a lot of pressure to your eye. Your eye is literally going to bulge out of its socket a little bit. And you're going to go blind. When it happened to me, my vision went black. So the only thing I could see was the red laser above me, and that's what I was staring at. And the surgeon, he's going to apply some drops in your eyes so they go numb. You won't feel anything, but you will be able to smell a little burning during the surgery. And when I was getting my surgery, I was like, what's that smell? And the surgeon's like, oh yeah, it's just your eyeball melting. And so that's the suction ring, so make your eye bulge. And this is the microkeratome, and it's going to create an incision in your eye, and it's going to create an eye flap. And that's how the laser is going to get in there and reshape your eye. Pretty cool, right? And that's what's going to help correct your vision. And the reason for the flap is that it's going to help your eye heal significantly faster. Once they put that flap back in place, your eye is going to heal so fast. It takes probably about 2 months to fully recover from LASIK eye surgery, but you're able to see immediately after the surgery. It's just after surgery, you're going to, like, when you're looking at lights like this right here, see how it's all hazy? That's what they're going to look like. That's what your vision will look like. And that's going to last probably about 2 weeks, but then there's going to be some bruising around your eye and everything. But the reason for the flap is to let your eye heal significantly faster. But the weird thing is that your eye doesn't 100% heal. The flap is going to have a little scar around the eye. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. It's really hard to see, but there's going to be there's going to be a scar. So if you rub your eye too hard, there's a potential chance that the flap might come undone, and then you have to get surgery all over again. And that's just a better look at how the laser would reshape the eye to fix your vision. So for recovery, whenever you're sleeping, you're going to be wearing these goofy looking goggles, and that's just to prevent you from rubbing your eye in your sleep or messing with it. It's just more of like a safety thing. Then these are lubricating drops. Your eyes are going to be really dry after surgery, and they're going to be very dry after surgery. And when you're blinking, it's going to kind of hurt a little bit. So you use these lubricant drops and it just kind of rehydrates them, keeps them moist, and you're going to be using about 4 to 5 a day. And you go through these drops real fast. Luckily, they give you about 5 to 6 boxes. I think there's about 30 to 40 drops in each one, but you're going to go through them so fast. And you're going to be using those drops for about 2 months. So just make sure you use them sparingly. And so that's the bruising I was talking about. After your surgery, there's going to be that ring of bruising where that flap was made, and that's where the laser went around and reshaped your eye. And really, the bruising, it's no big deal. It goes away, I promise, after a couple weeks. But it doesn't really do anything. It just looks crazy. It's unnoticeable. You literally can't see it unless you really open up your eye and you're like, oh crap, there's bruising around there. But that's it. Bruising, it doesn't really do anything to your eye. And so that's that right there. Personally, there are a few risks that come with taking LASIK, like potential blindness, but those risks have dropped significantly since 1991. That's when the first surgery was performed. Now it's 2020. Like, technology is way more refined. It's more reliable. Those lasers are so accurate now, it's really hard for them to mess up and make you go blind. There's a couple extreme cases where people get depression. There's a meteorologist who got depression, but that was such an extreme case that the chances of that actually happening are slim, super slim. And I've had it for about 1.5 years now. It's still, I think, one of the best decisions I've ever made. It's honestly saved me. I don't think it saved me money quite yet. I think the cost was definitely worth it because I don't have to worry about eye care anymore at all until I'm in my 40s. That's when I have to worry about eye care again. And that's probably the normal age everybody has to worry about eye care. So if you're willing to take some lasers to the eye, smell your eyes burning, 2 months of recovery of just taking eye drops, LASIK eye surgery is the way to go. It is so worth it. It can save a lot of money. I can't recommend it anymore.